How's it going, people? I'm Zephyros, and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be focusing on the level 1 keystones for Malrik's Halls of Illusion. I've been farming quite a bit today since it got released this morning, so I have managed to actually get quite a few. So I'll run you through all the different ones and kind of explain my thought process behind all of my placements. All right, so let's get into it. So, with these keystones, I'm actually going to be looking at them for the first time with you guys here. So, we'll try with the first one and the most basic one, and we'll kind of work our way up as we go along. These are level 1, right? So I expect them to be pretty straightforward. So this one, Sandtaker AoE damage joins the battle after the second wave. So you can actually click on this thing here and find out exactly what all these things do. So what's the sand taker? I want to know what that is. Draws the attention of surrounding units, causing them to prioritize attacking the caster. Okay, so this guy is just basically a bait unit. There's a sand taker. It deals massive damage to adjacent units. Can't be CC'd. Bodies resurrection enhanced by dealing damage to all adjacent targets. Right, so basically just kill this thing ASAP. And level 1 is going to be pretty straightforward. So what does this thing do? Orient Inquisitor reduces damage taken by all allies, reduces AoE damage, increase immune to all CC. Okay, fine. We're just going to basically kill all of these things as quickly as possible. Level 1 should be fairly straightforward, even with basic builds. Even the BP is not that hard, right? So, yeah, that's fine. Let's go into it. Let's just make sure everyone's actually built in somewhat decent. I'll be honest, I don't even care about the builds that much because stage 1, level 1 is going to be pretty easy. Let's just make sure she's actually got a weapon on. Wicked Vengeance. So earlier today, I did actually do the 2 free ones that you get. I should have actually kept them just for the video, but I just did them as soon as they came out just to check the levels and pretty straightforward. Let's put a proper weapon on her. Don't think I'm using I'm not using Katsu either, so we'll just put that on there. That's fine. And who else is not geared? Imrit is not geared. I don't think it needs to be anything special. Although his attack is pretty low though. No, we do not want an attack speed on there. We'll just keep it in the set. Would I use Aegis Wrath normally? No, I would not. But it's fine. I'll just chuck on whatever I've got. Yeah, that'll do. Right. So let's so with these kind of levels with Malrik's Halls of Illusion, ground units are the best by far. They've just got so much more use because you add blocks, they can hit further. So yeah, I just have 2 tanks, have some units that have more than 1 tile range as your ground units, and I like Lady Alex, but you can use anyone. I like Lady Alex just because she hits across the map. Right, so let's just get started on this. I think typically they tend to come for the bottom lane first, so we'll put Brokir here. Let's just put it on 2x just so we're not wasting time here. I'll put Valk here. Ideally, if you had like a Lubu or someone, you'd actually use Lubu. I'll put Alien down just to make sure we've got enough heals to go through. I don't think we'll need it, but it's fine. I'm actually just going to block the other lane as well now, just in case. Put Lady Alex out. I'm actually going to keep Ardea, because sometimes you get units that spawn up here that you're meant to just kill them quicker. I saw that in the when I did those 2 runs this morning. Imrit will be able to handle that on his own anyway. We'll put Varda on there. See, on the stage, on level 1, you can deploy all your heroes, so just put out your full DPS where you need to. I wish there was a 3x button up here because I would 100% use it. Let's just put on auto roll as well, just to make things easier. So as you can see here, with like the level 1, it's just pretty straightforward. There's no real. We'll put our data up there. There's no real challenge here. They're just going to absolutely annihilate these waves before they even come out. And so yeah, that unit that comes up here, Ardea is just going to take them out before they even get to move. Obviously Lady Alex helped there as well. So yeah, the general setup is you're going to have DPS here, DPS here. Now Ailing can technically reach everyone here, but I've just put Constance here just for extra heals. You don't need it on this. You could easily just put another DPS unit. So yeah, the mobs here, their defenses are crazy low, so they're just going to get wiped out pretty easy. Obviously, as you rank up to level 2, level 3, which I'll be showing in my kind of following videos, it'll get harder, I'm sure. I'm sure you'll have to start planning a little bit more. But even with kind of subpar gear, even with not like top tier units, I'm sure you can still clear this stage pretty easily. I reckon you could do this with epics, to be honest. And it makes sense because these are the kind of keystones that you can start farming when you're in like gear raid 19, right? So you don't need the most crazy requirements to get these keystone pieces. Oh, we actually lost a piece there, so that Scourge is probably going to drop off Ardea as well. But it's fine, it's not a problem. So there you go. If I'd actually read, the monster guides a bit more, I would have seen that there's going to be some of these guys, so to heal through them. But again, it's not a problem. Imrit alone is more than enough, and then we're back up again. So nice and straightforward. And just remember, with these, it's just as long as you're not leaking units. Doesn't matter if Ethereum's dry or anything like that. You just don't want to be leaking units. So we're coming up to the end point now. I'll be curious to see how the mythic level 1s are, whether they're significantly harder, or whether it's just the same thing. Because let's be honest, I didn't really plan this, did I? I'll be curious to see whether it's the same kind of thing happens. You can just wipe them. But yeah, just 3 more units to kill, and then we're good to go. Right, so that's the first one. Done, pretty easy. Wonder what rewards we get. Let's see. Yeah, so it seems to be that you just get these on because that's what happened for me the first time as well. On the other 2 that I did earlier, just got these augmentation gems, which is fine. No, you can't expect anything better from this level of keystone. So now, so we're skipping obviously there was no epic one, but we'll try this one. So obviously the requirement is higher. I mean, technically the level 1, the mythic for that is a higher requirement than the mythic for this. So let's look at this one. So let's go in. I will actually look at this a bit more, right? So increases enemies max HP. Okay, so that'll be a bit tankier. Creates trail of flames along its path, dealing damage to heroes. Monsters in the trail of flames become enhanced. Okay, so this will basically buff any monsters that come in. So ideally you want to be killing the Scorched Devourers as quickly as possible. Joins the battle after the second wave. Alright, so let's see what these guys do. So again, these are just normal units that you're just going to kill ASAP. Orient Inquisitor produces 2 Twisted Sycophants. Wait, which was the unit that Immune to all things, completely unstable, periodic splits into unit. Okay, so they're just going to split and create more. So they said that Twisted Sycophant joins the battle after second wave. Okay, fine. That seems pretty straightforward. He's just going to use up more blocks, basically. Do the Scourges come into this rules essentially causing prioritizing him? Yeah, okay, so it looks like the Scourge that came in last time. Going to swirl around, deal with. Ah, okay, so this must be the thing that was killing my units before. I'm assuming wave 4. But to be honest, I reckon the same thing would work again. These units are obviously massively stronger. Shall I take out... Right, you know what? Let's do this. I'm going to switch Lord because I don't think the tankiness is an issue. And I'd rather buff all these guys up. And to be honest, do that just for extra... Yeah, let's do that. Let's see how that goes. Do I think Valk is needed? That's the question. Meh, let's just try it. Let's see how it goes. If we fail, we'll fail. It is what it is. Right, so we'll drop the tank down. Put on 2x. And do we put more heals now? We'll do that. So I put Alien, but to be honest, I could probably just in the future use if I put Carnelian here, she would just keep everyone alive. Pretty comfortably, actually. Right, let's put it down. Putting it down as well. I don't think we're going to need the fields yet, so we'll put Kratos down. The thing with Kratos is once he starts ulting, he becomes a lot tankier, which is why I switched him in for Honora. Just drop our day again. We'll see how it goes. Let's just put it on auto roll. On these stage ones, I'll be honest, I'm not taking them too seriously because it should be pretty straightforward. So even with the extra HP, our day is still going to wipe him up 40 moves. Yeah, I mean, Lady Alex, she's honestly so good. So the portals come down on this side, so I didn't even need crates for that. So is this the same guy that gets to swirl around when he dies? Oh no, he just splits into... Oh, okay, fine. So he splits into two. He's meant to just take up some blocks, basically. There's no way these lot are surviving. Yeah, we're comfortable. So as you can see, like this is pretty straightforward. This is pretty easy. This stage ones, as long as you've got your ground units here, you've got your. So I've got my Vald one here as a 2-tile unit. Obviously, Vald to switch out here. Like I said earlier, Lubu would be a better option here. Right, so this guy's going to obviously buff anything that comes in through here. Still gets wiped, no issues. So I wonder how long this thing lasts for. Did it click on it? No. So I think it just means anyone who now walks in this is going to be buffed. But at this stage, at this level, it's not going to be an issue. So I wonder if I can actually just check. No, I can't see what their buffs are. It's not exactly an issue here. But yeah, as long as you've got your ground units, 2-tile and kind of long range ground units, you're not really going to struggle on this on the level 1. I reckon it's probably going to be the same for level 2 as well. It's probably going to be very similar. Just maybe slightly higher gear requirements, but nothing broken. Gear 3 is where I think it will really start to push up a little bit, ramp it up a little bit, and then gear 4 is where you need, like, I'm assuming you'll need like top tier gear and really plan out who you're placing where. Yeah, what I'll do is I'll put this all on fast forward just so you can see all of the actual runs and the different kind of mechanics that are involved as well. What I'll do is I'll turn my camera off so you don't have to deal with my face for it all as well. So now we're on to the mythic ones. So these ones will probably be a bit harder. So this driver. So I think this is the one that can actually just jump straight through your blocks. So you have to be a bit more careful with making sure. So like for example, Imrit only has one block of his in his ult. So if that happens twice, it can actually get through. Also reduces your speed. Massive boost to the damage. Scorch Destroyer gains 20% attack increase. Okay, so slightly more challenging. So these things dive forward, and they're in pretty much all of the waves. Chart forward and the HP drops. Okay, fine. Yeah, so you have to make sure you've got 3 ground units. So shall I take Imrit out and put in another long range fighter? Let's see who would be a viable option. Eris would probably be a good option, actually. I don't even have mine built up or skilled. He'd be pretty decent. I mean, to be fair, Arrogance would do the job. I don't even remember what. Yeah, his build will do. Arrogance. He's got enough sustain as well. Yeah, let's try that. Is there anyone else who could be viable? I wish I had Luby. I really do. mean, technically, you could use Baraka. Could use Zilla. Yeah, let's use Arrogance, see how it goes. I mean, the thing with this is that it's still level 1, which is why I'm not that bothered. I'll put the heal down in case they charge straight away. I just wonder whether... No, I'll still keep Lady Alex down at the bottom because I want to have... I think it is important to keep Aemon in the middle. So that bottom lane is pretty sorted now. Let's chuck cars there. And we'll put Arrogance here in case those things lurch. So are these the things that will lurch forward? When they get to halfway, apparently they'll... Yeah, okay, fine. So they will, and then Arrogance will pick them off, so no issues there. So to be honest, that's pretty chilling, pretty straightforward. I'm guessing they're just going to keep coming out this way, so Arrogance will deal with it. What I might do is I might actually put Kratos... I mean, he doesn't really need it. Arrogance doesn't need the help. He will kill more than quickly enough. Yeah. Pretty straightforward, to be honest. So even on the mythic level, the tier 1 is alright. It's nothing to fret about, to be honest. Let's put it on auto. Oh. So it shows you up here what chests you've already unlocked. I'm assuming it's just set chests that drop at certain points. Definitely get much more chests on the mythic tier though. definitely felt a lot longer. It's just a ton of these things. These augmentation gems. So far, I've not actually received anything other than them. So do you do? Joins about all when do tiny pieces. Okay, so it's better than yourself. So this one's slightly different now. So let's have a look. This one's insane. This is where it gets different. Summons evil spirits to grant shield on all targets on the field. When the shield is full, we get shattered to his damage shield. Okay, so more AoE damage. I think it's going to be the same stuff. Yeah, you just got to make sure you've got your heals up. I think it's just going to be all the same stuff. So let's just see how it goes. So for this one, there's a suicide bomb. I don't actually know how much damage they're going to deal, so I'm going to take Alien out. And I'm going to use my Carnelian. So I reckon if I extend up that way, maybe let's deal with the Earth threat. So Lady Alex will handle the air, no problem. Pass down. Just wonder if the extra DPS is even needed or whether I just put another healer down. And of course the suicide bugs were the other direction. Okay, that's interesting. So I reckon I would have been smart. It would have been smart to put Connolly in this way so that if she heals there, it bounces. So we just lost Kratos because of the suicide bomb dying here. That's not a good deal. Right, so that's the last one done. So yeah, pretty straightforward, to be honest. Nothing too difficult there. So yeah, I'll be putting next video out on level twos as well. So hopefully that'll be slightly more interesting. But yeah, that's the level one. So hopefully everyone finds that fairly straightforward. But obviously, if anyone has any issues, any queries, or any advice they need, just drop a comment below. So until the next video, guys, stay safe, stay blessed.